Howdy everybody, it's Walnut Fox here. I was playing around. Coming up in the 1.16 Nether update, our zero tick farms are going to be fixed for our little super smelter in a box. So I thought I'd make a little bit bigger one. Obviously this one is quite a bit larger. It's a 96 furnace smelter array. This one is closer to being a super smelter than that one right there. But these are all going to be fixed. So our infinite fuel that we can just pack up into a shulker box and take around with us isn't going to happen anymore. So I thought that I would work on a couple different smelters here. This one I built on the server. It's in the Nether, and it's a 64 furnace array, 32 blocks long, but I wanted to make it a little bit shorter so I could fit it in my base on the server, and this is what I come up with. So it's relatively easy. Your material to smelt goes in here, your fuel goes in here, and your mine carts run over the top of a bunch of hoppers. Really not a lot to go through, but I did do some works with the timings over here, trying to use fence gates, play with repeaters. I can make this one right here take exactly a stack of fuel out of here on this world where there's nobody else playing, there's no server lag, there's no nothing. When I do it on the server, it doesn't work out so well. So unfortunately, this I found out that this design, when I was designing it here, works really good. Works really super good, except that I had everything funneling into 2 hoppers, so 2 hoppers can only handle a couple thousand items an hour. So when I brought the outputs from these ones across, they were feeding into here, and as you can see, I've changed it now. Now we've got 2 running into here. So if I get, let's get a couple stacks of cobblestone. Actually, we're probably going to should probably get 3 stacks just to be efficient with our fuel. I know this is a creative world, but I've already been going through and testing it, but let's fill it from right here. So we'll do this, and then they'll take off. And you'll see all of them are lit. And it's already sending stuff through. So this stuff was stuff that was probably in the hoppers down there. So trying to think, I don't know any place where there's any hoppers being locked. Sometimes right here we get a little bit, but it's only occasionally. And I think there was a couple of pieces of dried kelp stuck in one of the furnaces. So it does empty out. All of the mine carts are full, or empty, sorry. Let's get we'll get a crafting table and put it over here. Oops. Get rid of all those. Let's get all this stuff here, craft it up into blocks. Okay, and then we'll put some fuel in here. How about we put, let's see, we need 1.5 stacks in each one. So we'll do 1.5 at least. And then they'll travel off and they'll run down the sides here and they'll put all of our getting all of our stuff coming in. So awesome. So here's what I've got as far as dimensions. It's 5 blocks high to right here, 12 blocks across, 20 blocks long this way, with an extra 5 blocks sticking out the front here for all the control mechanisms. Now, the way that we do this, oops, look at there. Huh, would you look at that? I need to fix that. There we go. All right. There. So we use a detector rail here next to a comparator that gives a signal output, and this observer sees it. We're comparing that to what's in this furnace. This one's being compared for the these gates here. There we go. And I just put carpet on this to see how it would look. You know, I thought it might look kind of neat in the base if it was all carpeted up, but this is the design here that I'm going to build on the server. Gosh, I'd do a tutorial, but there's so many of these out there, it's not even funny. So it's 16 furnaces, and it's 6 sets. You can see here they're 2 blocks apart, and then 1 block on the outside. Routing your carts is not hard. You know, you got to come out a little ways around here to get it to not connect with these, but you know, just let it bounce off the wall and head back. That's pretty much the premise to every super smelter in the world. Same way here. Runs down the track from under the chest, because this cart is partially inside of this chest. It's going to pick up all those items really fast. It's compared through here. Once it reaches a signal strength that's slightly higher than this, it's comparing the contents of this, and this only has 3, where this has 5 slots. So you need to have pretty close to a stack. If it comes down to it, you can always, if it does that, I've seen it happen once or twice, especially on the server. You can just open the gate and let her go. And she'll come around here and drop off all our stuff and go back. She'll end up coming through here and she'll stop. She gets stuck on that trap door. So it's not real complicated. It's not really you know, groundbreaking at all. It's just something that I needed to build. There's going to be some you know, like you said, there's some changes coming in 1.16, you know, and it's all of our zero tick farms are going to disappear. So, and this is a huge upgrade from the 8 furnace array smelter that these are. Now these are great for, portability, because you can take these out into the desert and smelt up tons of glass while you're just standing there, while you're mining, and then you pack all this up and it goes right back inside of a shulker box. It fits inside of a shulker box. There's like 2 empty spaces in it. So, but they're going to go away in 1.16. So, we'll see if we can't build this up on the server. I'll catch you over there. Alright, here we are on the server. I'm going to head downstairs and show you what I got built over here. I got a little carried away, but I got her all set up. I'll show you how it works. Okay. There's one thing that I'm going to have to change in it that I learned, and we'll go from there. So let's run downstairs under the base here. And let's check, see what the cats brought. And they bring so many feathers and rabbit hides, and it's crazy. Put some this stuff down real quick. I've been building some boats too, so. Where did I put the, oh, right here. Okay. I'm going to have to do a better job of labeling stuff. Anyway, but I got a little carried away. I made a new little room over here and just couldn't help filling it up. So this will end up breaking in 1.16, where we have a zero tick bamboo farm feeding a 8 smoker array that passively makes dried kelp out of this farm. So now we're going to have to make our own fuel, but this is what I've got. Pretty non-impressive for right here, right? But these are my output chests. This is the input chest. Here's my fuel. But the thing that I did forget to do, well, I didn't forget to do it. I just kind of made this mistake here a little bit ago. Yes, we got to head downstairs into the underside of my furnace array, and there is a problem with, I think it's this hopper. No, this one. See over there on the side, the right hand side, where it's in red letters saying enabled false. That's because it's sitting right underneath the hopper minecart there. That detector rail is powering the block that it's sitting on, so it locks the hopper. So I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to take this string of hoppers loose for a minute. I'm going to have to get these ones as well. Okay. I didn't bring any extra hoppers with me. Hopefully this is enough. I'm going to go in the side here. I'm going to just reroute this across like this. Oh, cool. I saved a hopper that way. Right on. So now this is enabled. Everything's enabled. That way everything will head up to the output chest. Do that over here too. See, I need to break these. Guess I can leave those two, right? Go out one, and then come across in front of them. There we go. Yep. That keeps these from getting locked. Everything's pointing in the right direction. Cool. Alright, this thing is quick too. Holy cats, can it smelt a ton of glass in a hurry. It is something. My goodness. It'll smelt an entire shulker box of sand in like 2.5 minutes. It's nuts. It is absolutely insane. It's about time to get some more steaks there. So yeah, I was just playing around on the server here. I got wanted to build some things. I'll show you guys real quick, and then that'll probably be it for today. But I found a really cool pattern. Oh, one of the guys up here. These are the guys that are bringing me stuff. If you guys haven't seen it before, my bed sits right here, and these cats aren't sitting, but they're stuck in boats. And as long as they're standing up, every time I sleep, they'll bring me presents. So that's how I get tons of feathers and bunches of chicken and like 2.5 stacks of phantom membranes already. It's crazy. So, but I was thinking, our ocean out around here is a little bland. Fire making made all these cool rail tunnels out and around between things, and the old timey hot air balloon here. But I was thinking maybe we needed some vessels, and I happen to have built one right over here by the wizard tower that fire making built. But this is I think it's probably going to be I don't have a good name for it yet, but it is definitely built. Need to add some texture maybe to the sails a little bit, but yeah, here it is. I built this. I found a design on Pinterest, and didn't copy it block for block, but I used a lot of its the way that it bulges out here at the rear, the aft, for some of its cool properties. The old sailing ships, they were always really cool. So it's got the captain's quarters up here. We got the map room here. We've got / dining hall, probably. Sometimes dining halls were below decks, but then we've got a couple, first mate quarters, and we've got the rear cannons. I kind of like these designs. I don't know why. It looks pretty neat. This is all spawn proof too. Everything is bottom half slabs, as you can see. The deck grading, the whole 9 yards. Then we've got our forward cannons, and supply room more than likely is going to be here. And now we're going to run up under the foremast. We've got our platform here and foresails. You can kind of come down here and hide out if you want to. So we got there's a crow's nest up top. And then below decks, we've got the cannon deck, secondary cannon deck here. And I believe this would be more the dining kitchen, if memory serves. They're usually below decks there. There are no rooms on this deck here. And then I think the brig's going to go down here. put a couple little jail cells or something down here, but we'll get to it as time wears on. Head up here to the crow's nest quick. I put carpet on top of all of these so they're spawn proof as well. I kind of like the crow's nest. I think I might trade out these oak trapdoors at the bottom maybe for spruce, but it kind of gives it that, hatched, like almost woven together kind of feel. And I need some flags for my for the tops of my masts. So yeah, that's this has been the big project over the last couple days here. There's spawn, and there's our our fort. I made sure to put her plenty out of the way of them cannons. Those things reach. They definitely reach to that sandbar right there, and can go further actually if I put TNT in all of the. Yeah, that would. Anywho, and then this is the young one's base location. She's started a tree right here, so there'll be a big kind of tree house sitting right here. So, like, this is bringing her supplies to get all of everything built. So, I thought it turned out pretty decent. So, looks pretty good. It's out kind of in the ocean right here. I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, some texturing on the sails would be nice. Underwater, it looks pretty good. It's got good shape here. The keel's proportionate. The bow looks right. I think it looks pretty good. So hopefully you guys liked it. Again, this is I just built it off of a pattern I found off Pinterest, so it's nothing I come up with, but I do like the way that it bulges out and comes back in like the old galleons of the old Spanish galleons back in the Age of Sail. Has a nice kind of rounded shape. That's pretty neat. So I'm going to put some more boats out and around through here. A couple in at dock maybe, or close to spawn, just to kind of put some little life in our oceans here. Fire Making's got the Pixel Riff's pirate ship over here at her base. Pixel Riffs has put out this is one of his one chunk builds, and it's diagonal, which is super cool. I don't know how to build diagonally, so yeah, it's quite the awesome boat. Yeah, that's a ship. So, anywho's, well, I'm gonna head back on over to the base here, and I'm going to get our rabbit hide put away, and then I'm gonna probably wrap up our video there for today anyway. We got some other projects in the future that we'll go over. Do some stuff. Like I said, I'm going to build some more boats. I want to build some more boats in the Nether. Of course, the Nether update's coming, so I don't want to get too wild. The one place I'd really like to build a boat, I'll show you guys real quick, seeing how we're right here. I've been working on the Nether hub here a little bit too, trying to tidy stuff up. Here's our. This guy will probably change. I didn't think of that, but I caught this guy when they were talking about the zombie pigmen are no longer going to be pigmen; they're going to be zombified piglins. And I thought that if I could put him in a little glass case, he would be safe, but it's probably more just a texture that's going to change. So worked on the door here a little bit. I need a pulse extender, but I'll show you where I'd really like to build one of the Nether boats. Probably a big one like that galleon that I just finished is right over here, because these windows that Link had put in point out onto this big lava lake, and this is how we get to our stronghold. So we come through here a lot, and I think a big old ship sitting right out here, just anchored off of the edge of the, that island maybe, with some kind of ratty sails. I think it'd be really kind of neat. There's a fortress right there, so. But anywho's, so yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. Oh, that was close. That's close. So anywho's, I'm gonna keep playing, and you guys have some fun and play some games, and I'll see you in the next one. Jeez, I can't wait to get rid of these pigmen. See ya.